I wish you all a rewarding and a proud day.
I believe that we better than that. Let's appreciate that. It's not easy putting all this together. So next on our agenda is overview of club leadership learning seminar, and that will be taken by no other than the my mentor, PDG Yomi Adewunmi. Let's start our this.
Thank you very much, my president. That is the president of my club. You know, it's the only one that has the right to delete my membership. So I have to be nice to him always and obey his commands so that he will not delete me. He should delete me. Thank you very much. As I stand on existing protocols, but not without recognizing some of our leaders that just walked in. I humbly recognize the presence of our district governor nominee, Sowobi. Please appreciate that. May we also recognize the presence of our PDG, Kamoro Omotosho. Thank you. I'm not seeing their faces. We have PhD Uzo, one of our facilitators. Please recognize that. Appreciate that. My deputy chairman, DLL, PhD Sheldon Adewunmi. I recognize your presence. Thank you very much. Well, we all know why we're here. Learning is a continuous process. And like we all know in Rotary, you don't achieve certain club positions or leadership positions except you're properly trained on your route. Today is going to be a half section because we did start in the morning. We started this afternoon. So we're going to just have 2-3 sections, breakout sections. After the DGE, the convener of this event, has come on stage to read out the goals and aspirations for the next Rotary year, and also to give you the message of the Rotary International President, our very own Yinka. So, before we go on that, after all that, we'll have 3 sections. We'll talk about effective communications and your roles as district leaders. We'll announce the breakout rooms where you will be adjoining for your breakout sections. After the session, there will be a lunch break. We'll go for lunch at the restaurant. We will also be directed. I think there are about 2-3 rooms available for eating this afternoon. So you'll be directed accordingly, and your tickets will be given out to you by the committee members. When we are done with lunch, please don't go away. Continue with the breakout sessions. Immediately after lunch, don't wait to be told what to do. Go back to your breakout sessions and your adjoining rooms to continue with the second sections. We have secretaries, we have treasurers, we have club admins, we have membership chairs, we have public image, we have service projects, and we have chairmen for Rotary Foundation. There will be breakout sessions for all these groups of people. We'll tell you the rooms, and then you move to those rooms after lunch. Please don't waste time to get back to the breakout sessions. We have sitting facilitators already lined up. If you look at this line at my far right, you have sitting facilitators lined up there. My dear elect, I recognize you. Please step up and wave to the front. That is the incoming Rotarians district governor. Please appreciate him. Thank you. You will be leading the Rotarians in the next 2 years. You have sitting facilitators. These men women that are lined up here have been trained and retrained and retrained. They have a lot to give out, a lot to tell you, and a lot for you to gain. So please listen to them when they talk to you attentively. They are not paid to do this job. That is the good thing about Rotary. If you are to go and attend a seminar like this outside Rotary, you know how much you will pay to get prepared. And Rotary does not charge. We have seasoned men and women that are willing and ever ready. In fact, I praise all the PDGs. You call them morning, afternoon, night, they are ever ready to come and give. May God continue to bless and empower you all in Jesus' name. So after that, we go to those breakout sessions, which will run with time. Time is of essence. We work with time. So if the facilitators know their time, they will work with time, and so long as you're seated, it will never give you what they have. So please, after all this, we don't have a party in the evening. You know, if we don't close the sessions on time, it will affect the evening. So if you want to have fun this evening, then go back to your sessions immediately after lunch without wasting time, so that we can run through the program, and then we are still having the evening session in this hall, the party. So you can imagine there has to be a arrangement of this hall before that can happen. So the earlier we finish with the sessions, the better for us all to be able to have the evening session. Okay. So I also like to appreciate the presence of our resource, our PDG King of Boys, Kola Soliko. You're welcome. Please wait to them. They are greeting you, PDG Kola. Wait to them and welcome to the home. So that will be it for the session. Then we also have case studies. Some of the facilitators will take you on case studies. Be attentive and give your necessary response. And don't fail to ask questions anytime necessary. Even if you can't ask questions when the program is going on, write down your questions. Everybody lined up here is a district leader. You can always come back to us with the questions, and we will find time to take your questions. There is going to be a meeting of presidents and all that with the incoming district governor-elect. We'll call it a business meeting. In that meeting, we'll be able to take some of those outstanding questions. So after that, there will be day 2, which is tomorrow Sunday. Day 2 will be starting 7:30. From 7 you can go for your breakfast, and then the district business will happen by 9 a.m. 9 a.m. tomorrow. We'll have the district business where we can take outstanding questions and issues. So if you have issues and you want the DDE to give you answers, or some district leaders out there, make yourself available for the business, district business. Then after that, we'll also break out into other sections. There will be passing of the budget. It's an important aspect of this gathering. The incoming district treasurer and the DDE will be presenting their budgets for presidents only for you to approve. And then there will be passing of the 2024-2025 districts 9112 accounts. You know the Rotary, whenever we end the year is usually audited, both for club presidents and the districts. So our immediate district governor, Femi Adenekan, and the auditors will be presenting the 2024-2025 district accounts for the president only too, for that to be approved. And after that, we still go on with our breakout sections, and then we have the promotions as usual, and then we come to around 11. All this will be done before 11 a.m. By 11 a.m., the DG will be back to call the meeting to order, and then we'll have presentation from the web with the polio updates from our NNPC chairman, and then we'll have Rotary district now want to elect There will be other people like PDG, Remy coming from District 911 to tell us about is the current Assistant Rotary Foundation Chair. Then the current one now, after the next Rotary year, when you are starting your year, it will be our AAS, Jide, and Akeredolu. We also have PDG Omotunde Dawson, who is the Africa representative for regional for membership, regional chair for membership. She will be coming to talk us about the growth in membership in our zone. And then our DGE will be back to tell you how to grow forth to sell. And after that, there will be promotions, and that will bring us to the end of CLLS. If there are any more information to give, we won't be coming back intermittently while the sessions are going on to tell you what needs to be done. For those of you that are yet to check into your rooms, that's another thing. Because of the crowd, we don't want promotion, we don't want crowdiness. So we'll tell you how the rooms will be sorted out. The presidents are already in the rooms. So the other club members will have to liaise with your club presidents to get to the remaining outstanding rooms. Because each club is entitled to 2 rooms, and provision has been made accordingly for those 2 rooms. The presidents already have 1 room, so the president will show you the second room, and in between the president and your club members, you decide who stays and how you share the 2 rooms. So that will be done smoothly so that there will be issues and do not disrupt the breakout sessions. So on this note, I want to thank all of you for being prompt today to have gathered for CLLS. And we have asked from our coordinator, Mr. Pro, not just for you to learn, an opportunity for you to also interact and network with fellow district leaders. So I thank you all for coming. My now, before I step down, invite PhD Tony, the same hall. What minute, please? Okay, we have 2 accounts to be approved. We all know the rest. The web account for 2024-2025 and the district account for 2024-2025 will be presented to the President-elect for approval. So President-elect, please tomorrow morning make yourself available to your rooms. You all have this brochure in your hands. So please go through it and know what you need to gather for this. I now want to invite the incoming district secretary, Tony Ayetutu, to please come and introduce the district governor-elect. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for Adenekan, please. We can do better. The word is District Educational Welfare and Economic Fund. So let us take your start with the name of the word. We are bringing forth our campaign, but I do not have the power to do such. I am calling someone, is a past assistant governor, Rotarian and Ayetutu of the Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City, a Rotarian of over 15 years experience. Our incoming District Executive Secretary for the year 2026-2027. A resounding round of applause as he tells us more about our campaign.
Thank you. Good afternoon, my United District Governor, all district leaders present. Please permit me to stand on the protocols which have been so well established by our district government. It is always my pleasure and a great privilege to introduce a visionary and dedicated leader who is committed to excellence, unity, transformational and impactful leadership. This is a meticulous pharmacist and erudite leader practitioner, a pious theologian who wants to teach the Holy Scriptures with specialization in the New Testament. He is a member of the Rotary Club of Ghana. He is no other than our district governor for Rotary year 2026 to 2027. Please let us give a standing ovation to Rotarian Wale Ogunbadejo and his amiable spouse as they come up stage to talk to us. Please let us keep clapping until he gets to the podium. You are welcome, my district governor-elect.
Thank you. You can have your seats. Our name for the year together is Maxu Rotarians. So when I call you Maxu Rotarians, the response from the president, all of us who are standing together will say, yes, we are. Before we talk about our year together here, we need to listen to the Rotary National President, Rotarian Akeredolu. And after he has spoken to us, thereafter I will discuss my thoughts for us to work on together for the here with this. Thank you for listening.
demand and take action to create lasting change. And in our communities and in ourselves. When we talk about lasting change across the community, we also talk about solution. We talk about peace. When we talk about changing our communities, there are plenty of incredible examples. But then, ask how do we make lasting change in ourselves? Usually, when I ask this question of group members, the group grows quiet. That silence that happens in the tells me something. That we do not think enough about how we transform souls, how we transform our careers, how we transform our businesses, and how we transform our families. You see, it can even be like in the rest of times, as it was for the other couples. Remember, what we of carrying children, we did not have either voice. You see, in 2021, care lost her husband to cancer after 19 months of fighting for his life. She had never seen anyone. Treatment for our husband and isolated. That's what we are praying. Continue to really come down and say, you need to come to the next one for them. You need to come next one for dinner. We want to see you. As you walk into that relationship, fear was feeling nervous and overwhelming. But before she even sit down, a new member she had never met wrapped her arms around her and said, "Well, we are so glad." It was in that moment that Tina realized that she was not alone, that she had found it. Rotary was her community. After dinner, Tina wrote how it Akeredolu. She said, Rotary has a way of showing up quietly, lovingly, it reminds you that even when we are born with no dream, it's okay to receive. As I said, so if you are searching for connection, service, and place to belong, Rotary might just be the answer. And I think the few in this room can relate this. My friends, as Rotary wants to change the world, do not be afraid to share how Rotary has changed you. I tell you from my own life, Rotary has changed me profoundly. I started as a Rotarian when I was 15. I had the privilege of bringing a good education in a place where many people country should grow up without skills. That project change. How would that change? It is responsibility to expand access to education. This cause is especially important today. UNICEF estimates that about 6 million children worldwide will be forced to have school by the end of this year because of cost to education function. To address this education crisis, we need to change our mindset from one of regulation to one of service. I have a great example of in Nigeria, South Africa, where Rotary clubs are creating a lasting impact in education. The Rotary Club of Nigeria came together with local partners in 2019 to find out what it would take to ensure that all children have access to quality and care. That is the value. Because we love people in this community, we want to understand the problem. And we got to work. The resulting project on the of children in the South to open and manage and carry education centers. Today, project has reached thousands of children and families, and will continue to provide education to those communities for generations. We can create this kind of impact in other parts of the world, and in doing so, we can end trust and recognition of our neighbors in the communities served. And when more communities trust Rotary, more people want to join us. But we must not get in the first. And that can sound obvious, but it's something we have struggled with for some time. You see, when I tried to join Rotary as a young Rotarian, I faced resistance, and it was right. One day, I just showed up at my former club's lunch. As a matter of fact, I've been there before. They see me. But of course, only Akeredolu. The president looked at me. He looked around and said, "What are you doing there?" I told them, I was saying, everyone in the room turned their heads to look at me. And the president said, "What the hell? What would that be? Don't you know that it's hard? Don't you know to be at the dinner?" not respected. People from different backgrounds, of different ideas, are not going to feel welcome. And when that happens, my friends, we lose potential members before they get signed. How people members, how people know that the board of directors has set the goal of increasing membership to 1.25 million Nigerians and over 1.5 laptops by our 125th anniversary in 2020. I hope that part is good. Reaching that goal is important. So, as we lead this international assembly, I encourage you to think about how you welcome others. Because you never know whose story might be or end based on the way you interpret and the meeting with the family. That's how we can approach. When you are not confident, when you leave your distance, you reach this focus. Together, we will reach ours. But whatever your goal, particularly on membership, I encourage you to better than next year. Traditionally, we celebrate gods that raise more funds, attack those members, or run against facilitators. This is important. See, the healthiest competition should not be between gods, but between our passing and our present. How to challenge is and grow to look back at the last 5 to 7 years, not more than that. 5 to 7 years. Check what was the best year of membership growth? What was the best year of fundraising? What was the best year against the power of society? What's the finding of the best year? And challenge you to do better in 2026 and this. Spending 80 years of your life as a group. And look at the value of those that it was not planned. What people want people to see when they look back at your head as a leader. And you'll be surprised how much you better. But nowadays, for my data, I see people. I'm asking simple things. If the crowd is located in the class, it is best for the capacity, therefore, the 7, which is 1, if members raise $3,000, it's 3 years ahead. Seeing the capacity not to prove they are better than anyone else, but just to become a splash of themselves. There is a saying, and some of the people will tell this, better, yes, never let it It's important to remember change and impact are not the same. Change is only impact is what. Let me see an example of my experience. Where we use program to say together for the families as we are for years. In the early days of the program, I was very well percent one of the adults. I wanted to see officer. The chief medical officer is doing by us. What is that about the level of you welcome me your he told me that they had started talking with Rotary about 18 months earlier. So infant deaths. Before Rotary's intervention, many women avoided prenatal care, which is essential and surely safety for both mother and child. After all, system will put in place how expecting mothers to receive feedback. It was involved and parents went home for IEC when down. And after I spoke with that doctor, I could see clearly how that is transformed lives across every area. That is what I mean when I say last week. As members of Rotary, we share the vision of the greater future. A world free of conflict, a world at peace, a world where everyone has access. To take this vision to reality, we must accept the community ourselves. We must focus not only on outcomes, but on impacts. And but the impact and sense of community that she and other members will carry them for the rest of their lives. It's Nigeria and outcome of the Together for Family is lower infant and maternal mortality, but the impact children who grow up with love and kindness of our parents, not for this day, but for the generations. My friends, that future is opposite what we want to do. Don't matter what and my dear friends, particularly, that's why the presidential message of 2026-2027 is
Please, all members of Ikota, attention. to report at the registration table. Members of the Ikota report at the registration table. So we're going to take the profile of the district government and then you can roll out the plan for the year.
Thank you very much. Okay? I'm here to share our hopes together for the year 2026-27 with you here. Where we intend to create a lasting impact together. Next slide. Okay? These are the things we do with stages. We will attempt to change things. The way we've done things in the past has to change. Because whoever does not challenge us go is not intended to move far. When we want to change the way we have been doing it before, we create a process for changing it. Whatever process that has worked up to last year, 2 years ago, needs to be changed. Thereafter, we evaluate what has changed, what results we obtain from the way we were doing it before, from the new ways we want to do things. And as long as we have a favorable outcome, we continue to do that which we have decided to do for ourselves. We look at the effects, the influence, and whatever we think is for changes, whatever separates us from that are working in the past, as long as all those are what we intend to do, and it can be replicated over time, then we are making a lasting impact. And that lasting impact can be gained from our mission statements and the little plan of Rotary. If anybody look at the top, you see, we as Rotarians, we see a world where all of us unite and take action to create a lasting change in our lives, in the lives of our community, and in the whole world. Let's look at what we have achieved by creating an impact. Rotarians since 1985 have almost virtually eradicated polio from the surface of the earth. Was started as a 3 grants in Philippines has resulted in the elimination of polio from all countries of the world except 2, Afghanistan and Pakistan, all because of war. We have adapted over time when we get because of wars. There are many limitations. Our mode of dressing is stated, but over time we've looked at it that we need to change things so that we can be relevant in the future. Until COVID, 2000, we never thought we could do our own meetings online. As of then, we had these clubs still, but now a Rotary club can function officially as a virtual club. We have expanded our reach over time. That's the lasting impact of created. We have grown and diversified our membership. From 1978 to now, all gender are welcome in Rotary. We have created new avenues of service, and that is what we can think to create a lasting impact way forward. We have different types of clubs now, types that we can have. The cost-based club, ambassadorial club. We have clubs that we can support, that can look through during our year to create a lasting change. We, over the time, have probably not been engaging our members, and that is what we call the scorecard that was presented by the city government. We only 7 crops eliminated or terminated about almost 100 Rotarians in one first show. If those Rotarians have a positive product experience, they enjoy coming to Rotary, most likely we will not have less. Finally, look at the Lekki plan. We have created to create, adapt everything we do so that we can attract everybody into Rotary. Then what are the areas based on the Rotary strategic plan? Areas for us to create a lasting impact on our year are membership. When we talk of lateral growth, we create new clubs. When we talk of vertical growth, we increase membership of our club. We need to create a lasting impact in the Rotary Foundation by giving and by participating in the programs. We need to create a lasting impact on our year together by participating in service projects, either through block finance, district grant finance, global grant finance, and then by we need to create a lasting impact by participating in youth activities through RILA programs, which are common in others, youth exchange programs where our children can benefit. Involvement with our partners in Rotary, which are the interactors. We need to create a lasting impact. A part of public image, where we intend that in this Rotary year, we want to have a media center at the Rotary office, where we can come and record things we want to broadcast, either online or through the traditional media. Then, looking at our year together, these are my assumptions when I was planning on our program for the year together. I look at it that what we have witnessed will continue. That is appreciation of Naira against other currencies. That means we have more people who can afford Rotary, and we have more who can give to the Rotary Foundation. I assume that even if the Gulf War is resolved tomorrow, the come to the community and end it, the after effects will be for a long time. It is an opportunity for us, Nigerians and Nigeria, because we have more resources coming in through sales of our oil. When they can recover the oil facilities that have problems in the Middle East, where Nigeria can make some income. And that will create a multiplier effect to the economy, and that will be our growth. I assume that the rate of employment will increase, and based on the first 2 parameters, the third one goes. And what else do we want? Traveling on the major highways on both sides of the road, you can see factories springing up. And then what does it tell you? There will be more employment. And when there is more employment, there is more people employing. Then we are coming into an election year. And what does that give us? It gives us more resources in circulation. And people will campaign, we put more money in circulation. And that will result with more money in circulation, you can get more donations to the foundation, you can get more people who can afford. Then infrastructural development will increase. We have one just behind here, and we have it all over. And that will put more money in circulation, and that will make us to have a lasting impact of increasing our membership and in terms of more donations to the foundation. Then, technology is going to drive the economy, and that means that the alternative ways of doing Rotary and reaching more people. And then I said again that we have the opportunity to do Rotary this coming year. Then I will not bore you with the things that the government has discussed. As of today, this is of our district of membership. Then the next question is, so what? This where we now need to be for our year together. My understanding is that we should be able, with all the parameters emphasized, we should be able to form 32 clubs in the new Rotary year. And if by our right standards, each club has a membership of 15, that will give us 450 members. In the Rotary year, it is my proposal for all of us who are not involved that we should grow our clubs by 30%. And that means we have a net growth of 745. And by the time we have 745 to 450, by the time we are finishing our year on June 30th, 2007, we should have a net growth of 1,465. On Rotary Foundation, if currently 9 months into the Rotary year, the district has contributed $372,000, and all the parameters I discussed holds are even improved. We might and we should be able to do $750,000. And this is the way I think we can go ahead and get it done. Annual fund, $200,000. We have done $272,000 as of today on annual funds. And so if we put 300,000, that means it's a low-hanging fruit. I want us to see if we can do endowment fund up to $150,000 and continue to polio plus for $400,000. And we discovered from the selection of our district of law that 7 clubs out of the 87 have not contributed anything to the polio fund. If you get all the clubs contribute, definitely it should be easy to arrive at $1,500 per club and $10 minimum per every member of the club. Then programs we are looking at, we should participate in peace fellowships. That application is still ongoing. It opened in February. It will not end until May. And what we need to do as Rotarians is to source for people who can be presented to Rotary International to be considered and then selected to attend peace schools that have arrangement to train peace scholars for a period of either 1.5 to 2 years, 9 months, or 3 months. And it is interesting to know that there's a peace center in Africa, that's at Makerere University, and I'm not sure any club here has presented anybody to be trained at any peace center. Today, we have 9 peace centers in the world. And I'm not, if any club has done it, I'm not aware because 3 years ago, I was the chairman of that committee. Most people came forward, saw it on the net, and got their forms. So we need to actively see people who can participate in peace centers and become peace fellows. Then district grants, as of the last time I checked, out of 87 clubs, only 31 clubs applied. And that is money that's available at this year. That all we need to do is to get a simple project that we can finance. and it's not our money, it's not financial money. So we need to work on that. Then, vocational training team, to my understanding, in the last, my consciousness Rotary, there are only 2 teams that are sent out. One through the legacy district 010 to Uganda or very practice, and one that went to India for the family practice. And ever since, it's going to be not 100%. You conceive one and write it out by Rotary International. So, yes, it is good to donate to Rotary Foundation, but it is more desirable to also participate in the programs. Then, while I share the data which my district governor presented on membership, and I said we can have 30 clubs. This is my analysis. You have seen that 3 clubs are over 100. And if each of these 3 clubs desire that Rotarians who have done 25 years in the clubs and are desirous of leading new clubs want to have a new experience of Rotary. And Bagara decided to identify those 15 and decide to form 3 clubs. Without good substantial damage to the membership of Bagara. And then those 5 members that were identified who are committed to go, and then for 10 of their friends and form clubs. So between Bagada, Lagos, and Falogon, we can have 9 clubs. So out of 30, 9 is already taken care of. Then if you look at Ikoyi, Bagada South, and BGC, that is 90 and above. And they decide that they want to form 2 clubs each and 5 members so that they can have the best practice in the new club. And those 5, they go and look for their friends 10 and form clubs. So you can see now that we have added, we have 9 here plus 6, making 15. Then let's move on. Between Ikoyi Metro and Lagos Island, because we are 70 and 77, try to form one club each. So we are talking of 70. Then look at the clubs. There's no club between 60 and 70. But we have a club that are between 59 and 53. And they also do a practical growth to like a 75, 80 year and form a club over the Rotary year. We have decided we have gone along. Is it 80 or 90 clubs? 90 new clubs. Then this is where you and I have to think through. These clubs, Bagada to Lekki-Epe, see the range. And these clubs give us about 988 members. Out of 2,000 and about 2,400 we have today, only 10 clubs is giving us 988. And what does it tell us? It does not even obey Pareto analysis, 80-20 formula. That means other clubs in the next slide we are going to show have to do an aggressive practical growth. They have to increase their membership substantially. You can see the gap. Only 10 clubs are above 50. And plus that, 3 are above 100, 2 are above 90, and 2 about 70, and the remaining 2 are something. There is something fundamentally fundamental that we have to change. And these clubs that are here, that that are between 30 to 47, there are 14 districts. 14 clubs. And in these 14 clubs, decide to grow by 30%. That means Ikorodu Metro will move from 47 to 62. Surulere South will move from 45 to 58 or 57. These clubs are give us 1 new clubs. But something fundamental has to happen. They have to increase their membership. But that doesn't happen there. So for these clubs, they are 14 and they are 16.2%. Can somebody who be arithmetic and graduate of mathematics, other mathematics of best mathematics, have, let the person have 41%, to 16%. What does it give us? 60%. 57, you cannot go to 60. And look at the number here, 393 plus 96. That's more than half of the membership of the districts. Populated in only 24 clubs. 24 by 7 escalate. The challenge can only be handled by you and me. And I'm bringing this out for you to see that you will have work on our part to create a lasting impact. So what am I recommending that this club do at least to save our face? They have to engage their members, they have to attract members, and they have to retain the one they have. If this club decide to go and affiliate on the 30th or the 29th of June, we might call the negative figure to start our year together. And that should not be what we need. So then look at the clubs that are between 21 to 29 members. They are 16. You know, we are coming arithmetically 10 plus 16 plus 16. So 32 plus 10, 42. 42 over 87, less than 50%. So what we are saying is that these clubs will repeat presidents. They will repeat board members. And that means these clubs might not be able to create a lasting change. What am I recommending? And with emphasis, we need to grow the membership aggressively. We need to attract people who want to do Rotary. And it's a big challenge. Now, looking at it, by our definition in our districts, any club below 20 is considered weak. So, over 40 clubs in our district is or are weak. Are we weak presidents? Are we weak Rotarians? What way are we weak? We need to work on this and do something fast. And what should make you and stimulate something in you to want to grow our membership? By the time you add 16 to 14, 30 plus 10, 11, 41, and that 41%, 16%, 57 plus 16%, 73%. 73% of the clubs are what we can say that they are okay. That means 73% of membership of our district is only 41 clubs. 16 plus 14 plus 11, 41. Membership, 988. I mean, let's look at it together so that I can estimate our cost. 988 plus 393 plus 394 all over 2,400. And that is for only 41 clubs. What happened to the remaining 46 clubs? You can now imagine how to create a lasting change, make an impact. Can we, who know our clubs that are not very big, these are not very big, these are the result of crossing to strong clubs. Can we imagine if clubs here double their membership within the Rotary year? This club, these 17 clubs, they double their membership. Can you imagine what will happen? They will be able to add more Rotarians. About 307 times 200, about 300 extra. So, my goal of not being on clubs that have 6 members, 8 members, 10 members, not to shame anybody. We want to go and relate that our goal of forming 30 new clubs, of growing a membership of 115 next at the end of next Rotary year, is achievable if these clubs will do what we ask us to do. So, my dear friends, you can make a lasting change. We want to invite them. Let's create a big communication for people who can be good Rotarians. Let us focus and create a lasting change. At your focus groups, you will have time to look at this and look at how you can change these laws. But now, I don't want to crack any news. Look at the clubs that are below that are below 40. How many of them are there? The clubs that does not have the numbers are the one that terminates the most. The clubs that does not have the numbers, and the next solution is not valid termination. It might be you are not engaging on members, you are not attracting the right quality of members. Our district also has taken time to look at this. But if you look at this page, I want you to pay attention to only 4 or 5 on that list. Let me put your attention to it. Globetrotters terminated only 18. Only. Ikota Central, Lagos Mainland terminated only 16. Ikota Central terminated only 14. Yaba Orchid terminated only 13. Ikeja Legend and Chile Western Avenue terminated 10 each. When you sum that together, it's 81. Now let's come to this page. From AJ City downwards, you can see how many clubs that have been eliminated. Globetrotters are celebrated at AJ City. By just sitting down on the computer, they are eliminated a club. we are taking this time now, sorry I overshoot my time about 5 to 10 minutes, for us to relate as club leaders. That when we sit down behind our computers and want to take those decisions, every stage is impact on the district. Every stage is impact on Rotary. Okay, let's move on. So what are the actions required? Attraction. We need to attract more members. As a matter of fact, anybody who is here, who is a new Rotarian, and try to kindly exercise each one, grade one, that means almost 500 of us here. Can we find 400 in 21? Is that what is important to do? Number 2, engagement. Any club that repeats presidents is not attractive to members. I will ask questions and who is repeating class. But if a club is repeating presidents, that club is poor in attraction. Number 3, new club development. This is the greatest weapon for Rotary to grow membership of our organization. We have to be deliberate about this. Once we have Rotarians who are working to 5 to 7 years. Various strategies of attraction, engagement, retention, and development will be discussed in our focus groups as we move through this program. Next is our foundation. This report has been discussed by our district government. But I clearly tell you that there is more than statistics behind this. See this. This giving of $373,000 is given by 10 crores. Nobody should ask me to give my crore. I think you're on the list. You're on the list now. You're on the top 10. Don't ask for me my crore. You're on the list. But let me give you some food for thought. These 4 clubs, Ikota, Ayetutu, Banana Island, have a contribution of $147,000. Half of them. But for it, that represents 47% of total giving. Have you gotten that message? That $147,000 that those 3 clubs give represents what? Who's 147 over those people are representing? 47% is given by 3 clubs. 47% of total given by the district is by 3 clubs. Let's continue. The remaining 4 clubs that gave 20 and above, Lagos, Ikoyi, Falomo, and Ogun, they gave a total of 94,825 $94,000. And wait for it. These 4 clubs gave a quarter of this figure. They gave a quarter of this figure. Had 25 to 47. So 72% of this donation is by only 7 clubs. 72% of this donation is by only 7 clubs. Let's continue. Then the remaining one, including my club, which I will tell you the name. can see 15,000, 13, 12. 9%. Although I already do mathematics, I passed my 2. So when you combine, that means 10 clubs gave 81% of 373. But what happened when you made 77? You are here, I'm giving this data and calling you information for you. For you to know that from now, start giving. What you want to do from July 1, you have to start now. Start giving. Because there is a list of 37 that are not giving anything to you plus $10 per person. Can we do that now? So that we can come into the spirit of giving. What you don't practice, you can't do speak. Do I give you the analogy? When you are going to start driving, you are consciously ungrateful. After some lessons, you became consciously able. To the extent that you greet me, like good morning, I say, how? Because I'm consciously able. After about 3 years of driving, I put my left hand on the door, one hand on the steering. You become unconsciously able. So the one of your unconsciously able in giving starts from now. Because this will have to change. How can only 10 clubs carry 1% of the giving? Can we extend it to 60%? So that the 10 clubs do 60%, the remainder of us do 40%. This even defies parental analysis. 10% of 27. How much is that? 18, 19. But we are talking of 10. So that we need to start giving. So for this reason, these are our goals which we have discussed. Our annual fund, 300,000. We might increase upward because we are done 272, 9 months into the Rotary year. So if you do an estimation, 272 divided by 3 multiplied by 4, you will surpass our goal. Then government, $50,000. Polio plus $100,000 and maybe gifts for any individual $50,000. And these are the programs which are discussed and left. So I think this is feasible, and I know you will cultivate the habit of giving so that we can have a lasting impression. How do we want to achieve this? I went through our records for the past 4 years. These are the people who are signed up for Rotary Society. Those who decided to give $1,000 annually. The number has been like this. But you note that those who are active annually for this past 4 years is only 60. 2 or 3 sign up, 60 keeps their word every year. If we all decide to reactivate this program, that's $220,000. If we can reactivate 50%, that's $105,000. So we provide the list, members of the club who are signed up. Let us encourage them, let us meet them so that we can reactivate their membership. So our goal here is to reactivate all the EHS members. And that will be The statistics I just showed is also replicated here. You can see the clubs. About 4 clubs or maybe 6 clubs are carrying the ball. What are they together? So we need to be asked to deliberately do something. Looking at this, do we have up to 40 clubs there? So we, presidents, chairman of foundation, we need to actively get people to sign up into this. Okay? So we also encourage participation in the program of eradication of polio. We will encourage all our members to contribute $10, and then every club to do the $1,000. And during the year, we participate in programs of young polio loss community, participate in organized programs, and elaborate. Okay? My voice.
Are we enjoying the learning session? Those people that said no, how many of us believe that they have not given $10? How many of us believe they have not given $100? Aha. If you want to be a good leader, if you want to be a great leader, oh, join. The Rotary and be.
Okay? Moving forward, I took time on membership and foundation because it's germane to us as Rotarians. So, our other goals are service projects, public image, and youth activities. These are public projects foreseen by the districts called CIN. We want to see if we can build, equip, not build, a world-class or family center in Ikota General Hospital. There is already a building vacant, and we have had initial discussions, but that will require an amount of $50 million to make it a world-class center. Before we take our children to the school, we want to see if we can renovate the competencies. And we have an estimate proud to the recent government allocation of $25 million. Then we want to donate 5 water machines to other child center at the cost of $6 million. We want to see if we can equip as many fire stations with fire and emergency response worth of $2 million because of Rotary here. We want to recognize competition in 3 local governments. To establish a learning center in 5 secondary schools. So, for this project, the Ministry of Social projects, look at it and inform that surround Adenekan. have a copy and then subscribe, and we can group clubs together and see how we can group over that, look for charity organizations to partner with us that can do impactful projects. Then, rather we hold in August, and then youth exchange participates, and then definitely there will be minimum one per year in the course of the Rotary year. Then we are going to develop and deliver really important this program in media center and Rotary. We are going to do quarterly address, not only this government seats, address the public. We go to address the press. And then a couple of these individuals will be trained in the course of the year. Now we have discussed our goals together, and it's in alignment with the vision of Rotary that together we see a world after our year in office. We are going to take action to create a lasting change across the globe because of our partners in our communities and in our selves. Thank you for listening.
A resounding round of applause for our DGP, Wale Ogunbadejo, District Governor, 9112. And happy District Governor elects 2026-2027. Everybody say wow! If you know the person standing beside you, say wow! She brought you when she came up earlier, right? We have some announcements of the house. We'll be breaking into session shortly. She will tell us about that. However, if you have not heard your tag, please do so. There are some announcements that will come shortly. We will need to wear our tags to be able to gain access to your free places. Please put on your tags. As we meet you, we'll be giving you other tickets and other gifts. Thank you very much. A round of applause for Ikota, Mama Swings, Mama D9111 and D9112. PDG, Ikota, Risa, agency. Thank you.
Thank you. See how smoothly she calls the name. Ikota, just a few people can pronounce it right. Thank you very much. Wow. I know we're all hungry. I just we're fasting. We're not fasting. Don't worry, the food is coming. They are almost ready with the food. They are not ready yet. So while you are waiting for the food to be ready, let's take just one session so that we don't lose out much on why we are here. So we have to break into sections now. You know, the DGP has given us its goals and aspirations for the Rotary year. I'm sure we all took notes. Most of our clubs are not doing well. Please make up your mind to lead your club better and improve by the next Rotary year. People start from this year. I think I can see some district leaders who came in while the DGP was working. May we put our hands together to welcome our DGM for District 9111. Ayetutu. You're welcome. Thank you very much. So please, we are bringing out our presidents. You remain in this hall. Front here, to the front. President-elects, please remain here, front of the hall. The secretaries, you say at the back. chairs. Membership and secretaries, please go upstairs. Rotary Foundation. No, Rotary Foundation is membership and Rotary Foundation upstairs. Can you hear me? Membership and Rotary Foundation upstairs in the gallery. Please go there. Your facilitators will meet you there. Service projects. Please go to the banquet hall, third floor, main building. Third floor, banquet hall. Please go there. Treasurers, first square hall, second floor of the main building. Treasurers, second floor of the main building. Please move there. Club admin. Club admin is second floor main building. Holy hall. Holy hall. Treasurers, first square hall, second floor main building. The public image. Please move to Tulip Hall on the first floor of the main building. Thank you very much. We need 2 minutes for this relocation. Can we start and move, please? Your facilitators will meet you there. Any Brennan, DJMD, you are here with the presidents. Please move quietly. Presidents remain here in front. Secretaries, go to the back of this hall. Membership and foundation, go to the gallery upstairs. Membership and foundation chairs, gallery upstairs. Service projects and treasurers. Service project, go to banquet hall. Second floor of the main building. Treasurers, go to first square hall, second floor of the main building. After this prayer session, there will be lunch. Then after your lunch, please come back to your breakout sessions. The same hall you used before lunch. You come back to that same hall to continue for one more session before we close for the day. Yeah? Club admin, go to second floor main building, Holy Hall. Holy Hall main building, club admin. Public image, go to Tulip Hall, first floor of the main building. President, your facilitator DGNP driver is waiting for you. Secretaries and treasurers, your facilitators Dehinde Shoga and Akeredolu, they are waiting for you upstairs. Gallery upstairs. No, secretary is upstairs. Secretary is Dehinde Shoga upstairs in the gallery. Treasurers, first hall, second floor, main building. Ayetutu, please see them there. Club admin, Jide, Sowobi, to meet the membership people at the gallery upstairs here. They are waiting for you. Membership gallery upstairs. DJ Samuel Ayetutu, please meet the public image chairs at Tuli Hall, first floor, main building. Service workers go to banquet hall, third floor, main building. Service workers, IPDG, Femi and Adenekan, please meet service worker chairs at the main building, banquet hall, third floor. YPDG, Jide, Akeredolu will meet the foundation chairs upstairs at the gallery 2, PDG, Jide, Akeredolu. Are we all settled in? President, are you ready? Secretaries, are you ready at the back? Not upstairs, down. Secretaries, back. I like to welcome PDG Joshua Hassan. I see you so late.